Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. I just wanted to kick off this video series to talk to you guys a little bit more about Young Living and why I decided to retire myself from my full-time job that I absolutely loved and then started to get bored with. There came a time I was a mobile dog groomer for 14 years. And I absolutely loved it. I loved my clients. I loved everything about it. I loved being kind of by myself grooming. I loved being on the road. I loved having a quick turnaround with all the dogs I groomed and drive from house to house and my clients, being part of their lives. It was really what was the most exciting job for me until I met Young Living. How do I say this? When I first met it, it was just, yeah, these are great. They smell awesome. I have no idea what to do with them, but they smell awesome. We used to just kind of pass them around, but we got on Essential Rewards, which is our loyalty program, right from the beginning because we wanted everything, because it just smelled so good. We didn't know what to do with it. We were given we bought a guide to help us understand what they were, but it was just so much information. I kind of just turned off the brain for a little bit, and I was like, it's too much information. I can't read this book. Then I realized it's a guide. It's not designed to be read. It's supposed to be looked up when things are needed. So, long story short, for the first year and a half, we kind of just used the oils sparingly, put them in the diffuser. You know, if we had a little something going on, we might have put a drop here or there. We didn't really dive into it, other than we knew we really liked it. I don't even think we drank Ninja Red. Supplements, maybe, but probably not. That was probably a little while yet. So we thought we were just getting into essential oils to make our house smell good, which was great. I was already on the no chemicals in our house as far as I knew. I was already on that path, and I got rid of fabric softener, dryer sheets, all that kind of stuff, because I knew they were causing a lot of harm to my Pugsley back then. I found out as soon as I removed it from our environment, his health cleared up almost within a couple months. I mean, he wasn't well, but he was a lot better than he was. So long story short, my journey with health and wellness started probably 20 years ago. I went to a health seminar for animals with one of my former dog grooming bosses, who I will thank for opening me up to that world, but she's not a person in my life, nor do I want her to be ever again. Anyways, sidetracked. So bringing me full circle, I was into homeopathy. I was into, just Bach flower remedies. You pretty much name it, I was into it. My dogs needed something more than what I was giving them because it was just superficial. I also learned about nutrition and raw feeding, and, we've been off commercial dog food for a really long time as far as kibble. We are raw feeders and dehydrated raw feeders, just for the simplicity's sake of it. But long story short, I have a whole library full of natural wellness for animals. Never really even thought about it for myself. Total junk food junkie, sugar addict, all that kind of stuff. Getting better at it, but, it's still a process. But we do have a chemical-free home now. Young Living came into our lives kind of unexpectedly on a kind of cool day, and I met my sponsor, Rob Renato, at a dance museum. So the story goes, he met a dog groomer at a dance museum, and the rest is history. But the thing about Young Living that I loved was that I could use the same product for me and my animals. I didn't have to worry about my cats. I didn't have to worry about the dogs. I think we had our guinea pigs back then, too. I didn't have to worry about anything. I knew the quality and the purity was the best I could find. I mean, I had tried essential oils before, but I really thought they stunk. I really didn't see no value in them at all. We had tea tree that we used to clean the toilets with, I'm not going to lie to you. And even that was sparing because I didn't like it. But I got involved with Young Living. I started meeting some of the people. I used to go to meetings just so that I could have my free hit of oils. I didn't really know what to do with them. We only had intro classes back then. Every once in a while, we'd have a little 5 or 10 minute topic off of the intro, which was great. That's all we knew. We would all sit around a table and kind of chit-chat about the oils. I just kind of sat there and listened. I hit executive really fast in this company, and that was back at the old comp plan. And nowadays, that's Still no record time compared to what people are doing now, but we don't compare ourselves to people. When I started the first year and a half, I did nothing but use the products. After that, I started sharing. Didn't really know it was a business. Didn't know there was an income opportunity. But I did know other people needed to hear this message. And that reality kind of hit me really hard in the heart. And I had to share what I knew. And when I shared what I knew, almost instantly I saw results from other people. And, through other people's families, I should say. We can't really talk about, anything besides wellness, but back then we weren't so compliant and we openly discussed a lot of topics, and I saw somebody's life saved. And to me, that was all the reason in the world to go out there and tell more people about it. I still didn't see it as a business because in my mind, I was a dog groomer. That's what I did. That's what I loved. That's what my passion was. And I didn't really need to do anything else. I made a very good living doing that. I had no time freedom. I used to always say that, 0 time freedom. I work 7 days a week, 24/7, not really grooming, but between scheduling and my accounting and all that kind of stuff. Young living enters my world, and little did I know, but I had a whole bunch of extra time on my hands because I was able to go out and share Young Living. I was doing it in between all my grooming clients. I was actually talking to them before I would groom their dogs, and after I would groom their dogs, I would finish the conversation and sign everybody up because everybody needed these. Not a lot of people saw the value, but a lot of people did. And the ones that really did, they're still kind of hanging out with me doing this. I saw some amazing things happen with pets, and then I started putting pieces together. The 14 years I had been grooming, well, at this time it was probably the 10 years I had, 10 years we'll just say, I had been grooming. I had been using some really harsh chemicals, and that was building up a lot of lung issues for me, a lot of breathing issues, sinus, a lot of bad skin and everything like that. And I didn't realize it, but I was actually using products on the animals that was doing them harm too. So I might have been been grooming a golden retriever, and because it takes a long time to blow dry one of their coats, I might have put a drying spray on it for quick release, quick drying. It had like an alcohol base, but really help speed up the drying time. And what would happen is I was actually breathing that in. So I was vaporizing it off the dog in a small enclosed area because I groomed out of my van, and I was breathing it in. I had no idea I was doing myself harm. People love these products. It cut down on your grooming time, which means you can make more money. And long story short, I was doing myself a great injustice by doing this. So, long story short, I kind of cut all those products out of my business. I started grooming with Dr. Bronner's, and my challenge was to use the least amount of shampoo as I could. And I was talking about maybe a tablespoon of shampoo to groom a golden retriever, which I think is pretty awesome. No added colognes, nothing like that. Young Living came into my world. I was like, awesome, we have a nice little spray we can use. This would be great. We can kind of fluff the dogs up, give them a little peace and calming, put some of that, and send them into the house. And that was really generating how people were asking me about the oils and diffusers and what we can use on our pets for certain things. And then that left me to talk to them about fabric softeners and getting those out of the house and stuff. So I don't want to keep this going all day, but I just wanted to give you guys a brief intro as to how I got started. All of a sudden, one day, my sponsor called me and says, hey, what are you doing? And I'm like, dude, I don't know. Like, what am I doing? He's like, you just signed up like 13 people this month. I'm like, yeah. He's like, that's crazy. And I'm like, okay. But I didn't know it was a business. I didn't know I hit my first rank. I was doing this out of total obligation in my heart because I knew people needed to get these products out of their homes. That's how my business started. Slowly for a good year and a half, maybe even more than that, I don't remember, I actually was doing a lot of work with the oils. I'd work full-time doing the dog grooming business. I'd come home, throw in a frozen pizza, and be out. I'd be talking to more people or calling people that I couldn't finish the conversation with. I was just burning the candles at both ends. And I know I did that solid for 2 years. And I was okay with it. 24/7, keeping myself busy, total red here. Fine, it worked. My van decided that it was time to retire itself and started giving me all kinds of problems. Broken brake lines, a cracked frame, you pretty much name it. So I said, and that was about September, the last time that happened, and I said, all right, fine, I get it. I was telling my sponsor, I was like, I don't know what's going on. He says, sounds like a sign from the universe to me. I think you need to make a decision on where you want to go in life. So I made a decision to retire the dog grooming van on December 24th of 2014. I figured I'd get everybody through the holiday season, and then I was done. I took a month off to get my head straight and to decompress, and then I jumped full-time into Young Living, which was awesome for me. Couldn't have done anything better. No better choices. So I still kept on a few dog grooming clients because there were some I knew that would not survive very well in the traditional grooming environment. Kept them on slowly. I'm losing a lot of clients just because these are like 14 and 15-year-old dogs, and that's the nature of our business. And, not taking any more on. I keep my van at the house, and I have a few people that come to me. But most of my time is spent doing Young Living. I'm helping people with problems, with questions. I'm helping new people get started. We're hosting classes. We're teaching about any variety of topics, really. I'm no expert in any of them. I'm not afraid of the products. I've used every single one of them. There might be one or two I haven't. But most of the time, we use them. My pets are on Young Living supplements. We're on Young Living supplements. We love our shakes, our skincare, and I'd love to share this information with anybody who is open to listen. Even if you're going to tell me, you only want to know about certain products, that's great. It just kind of opens up the door. Pandora's box is waiting for you just to peek in. Because once you peek in and you see the quality behind what Young Living is, you'll never go back. So that's just a little bit about me. I'd love to hear from you. Please give me a shout out. And you can find me at www.yloilsrock and also yloilsrock on Instagram and Facebook. And on Facebook, my personal page is under facebook.com/HeatherPug. So I'd love to hear from you. Tell me about your wellness journey, and you can also reach me at yloilsrock@yahoo.com. So look forward to hearing from you. Peace out.